Another great story for Oregon, and now we're going to, we're actually going to let you eat lunch at some point, but not quite yet. We're going to do something a little different this year, which is to give very quick summaries of the afternoon sessions from leaders in those sessions, so you've got an opportunity to understand what might be ahead of you. If you choose the right session, you'll get a précis of what it's going to be about in a minute. Now we're going to have a short video and break for lunch. So I'd like to start out by introducing what we're calling the lightning round of summaries of the afternoon sessions. And we'll start right now.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name's Andy McCulloch. I'm the regional president at Kaiser Permanente. So, you're going to go home tonight. Imagine this. Your spouse or your significant other greets you at the door and says, what's it going to take for Oregon to achieve our ambitious educational goals? What will you do? Will you be ready? Will you be able to respond? Well, go to the Portland boardroom this afternoon, where you'll hear about our ambitious and enormous changes to fund and deliver educational activities and schools, transforming the experience of Oregonians for the better. Nancy Golden, Connie Green, Ed Ray, Jeff Rose will be your hosts, and don't risk going home tonight being unprepared. We'll see you at the Portland boardroom at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Thank you.
You know, when it comes to jobs, income, and fighting poverty, Oregon students are already stepping up to the plate. The good news is that we are currently experiencing record enrollment. Unfortunately, the very bad news is we're also experiencing record student debt. Unfortunately, state leadership is also stepping up to the plate, increasing investment, offsetting tuition, and also undergoing a historic reinvention of higher education. This afternoon is an opportunity for you all to step up to the plate too. We need your help. The state is decentralizing, creating new institutional boards, and it's also launching the startup of the Higher Education Coordinating Commission. This afternoon we'll talk about organizational strategy, investment strategy, very familiar topics to this group. We welcome you and look forward to seeing you this afternoon.
With all due respect to my esteemed board president, Matt Donegan, the best session this afternoon is going to be the one on science, technology, engineering, and math, as well as career and technical education. Come and hear a little bit more about how we're trying to advance ambitious STEM goals that will dramatically impact jobs, the economy, and career opportunities in Oregon. And as a little sweetener, I have a state-of-the-art Intel Ultrabook that I would like to give away to an eligible nonprofit organization. The members of my task force are going to help me pick that nonprofit organization, so come on down.
I don't have a notepad to offer you, but I do have a chance for you to impact our future in Oregon. I'm not the governor, I'm not the chair of our board or of Snitzer Steele or one of our senators, but I am Elizabeth King and I work for ESCO Corporation, a 100-year-old manufacturing company here in Oregon, and I'm passionate about workforce development. Oregon is based on our workforce. We need a good, strong workforce. We've got companies looking for people and people looking for companies. There's lots of changes coming in our workforce arena. There's talk of certification. What is it? Who needs it? There's a new mandate for training. Does Oregon have what it takes to make it? Come and see what other states are doing. Come give us your input. Come make an impact in Oregon's future. We not only ask that you give us your input, but we want your time and your energy. We want you to help make it happen. Thank you.
Reducing poverty to below 10% is one of the 3 goals of the Oregon Business Plan. We have a great breakout session this afternoon with the First Lady Sylvia Hayes, John Tapania, Michael Jordan, and Dick Withnell, and a great opportunity to look at and understand this really important issue that permeates throughout the plan. As we look at the data, please note that the rate of poverty in Oregon has been going up in good times and in bad times. As a matter of fact, we've grown from 12.9% in 2007 to 17.2%. We have an imperative. There's a disconnect between economic growth and poverty reduction. Economic gains have been largely limited to highly skilled workers and investors. At the breakout this afternoon, we'll introduce the Oregon Business Plan's initial strategy for poverty reduction and hear reflections on that strategy from the session's participants. Please join us. Thank you.
Oregon has the beginnings of an entrepreneurial culture where economic success is seen as an asset, where innovation is sexy, growth is healthy, and the vision, the genius of this vision is right here, right now. It's you, it's the entrepreneurs in this room, it's the kids graduating from our schools, it's the ecosystem that surrounds all of this fantastic opportunity. This state has already shown that our great entrepreneurs can attract money, attract and hire people, and create the buzz and brand that Oregon deserves to defend. Our entrepreneurs wake up each morning and take big risks, and we need to make sure that this is a state where risks are respected, rewarded when possible, and protected so they have a chance to succeed. Come to our breakout and hear what you can do to help accelerate this sexiest opportunity in growth and success in Oregon today.
I'm Sam Brooks with the Oregon Association of Minority Entrepreneurs. This afternoon, we'll be talking about small businesses, women, and minority business. And you should attend this breakout session because we'll focus on micro strategies to grow the economy in Oregon and on small business, women, and minority business, and we want your input. We will look at Oregon's changing demographics, aging populations in rural communities, and concentrate on where opportunities are and how to get access to capital. And I might say over this last year at the Oregon Association of Minority Entrepreneurs, we did almost $2 million in microloans. And we have something that you can take away and why it should be important. That is, if you're in business and you're not making a profit, you're going out of business.
I'm Eric Blackledge, and all of our initiatives are important, but unless we can pay for them, none of them will be possible. Please join the tax policy breakout this afternoon to hear what we can do to make our tax policy more stable, more sustainable, and also more supportive of business and economic growth in the state of Oregon. We'll have representatives from labor, business, education, and the governor's office talking about where tax reform might go and how it might improve the Oregon economy. Please join us in F-151.
The breakout session that I'm sure you're going to want to attend is the financing infrastructure and creating development-ready communities. If you don't have these tools, you're not going to be able to create the jobs that we're all here to try to establish. Other reasons to be at this session are the people that are involved. Matt Garrett from ODOT, Lynn Schessler from IFA, along with a representative from the governor's office, initiate the largest investments in infrastructure in this state. So we have the users as well, AGC, West Coast Infrastructure Exchange, and of course me from the Port of Morrow. And together we'll be able to establish some strategies. And John Carter is going to be there to assist in facilitating this panel. So we're going to establish priorities, improve process, and assist in the money needs. And I'm sure you'll all want to attend in E145. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Eric Parsons, chair of the Oregon Health Policy Board. I don't have a computer to give away, but maybe I can rustle up a free flu shot or something. Seriously, improving health and health care is a vital component of the Oregon Business Plan, and great progress is being made. Some people say that getting health care right could be one of the best economic development strategies Oregon could undertake. Lower costs and healthier employees make businesses more competitive and increase prospects for more jobs and higher wages. Lower expenses for Medicaid means more dollars directed to education and other key business plan priorities. Oregon is executing on one of the most aggressive strategies in the nation to improve health and lower health costs. Come to this session featuring Dr. Joe Robertson, Dr. Bruce Goldberg, Angela Dowling, and myself to hear how it's going, learn about new strategies that are being considered by the business plan, and weigh in on what we need to do next. Thanks.
As chair of the Portland Business Alliance, I'm going to be moderating the panel this afternoon on rural prosperity, really to underscore the fact that urban business leaders care about this issue and understand that the fate of rural and urban Oregon are inextricably tied. Too many of our rural neighbors live in poverty and experience an unemployment rate that is way too high. Yet Oregon is blessed with abundant renewable natural resources, and unlocking those resources can create jobs, can increase incomes, not just for rural Oregon, but for all of the state. At the breakout session this afternoon, we're going to be identifying opportunities and developing action plans on water, forest, energy, port, infrastructure, and other opportunities that can advance rural Oregon. We're also going to be building a coalition of leaders, rural and urban, to advance this agenda forward. So come to the session, learn, identify opportunities, and be part of the team that's building an agenda for rural Oregon. Thank you.
Great job, man. Are you hungry? I'm starving. Let's go eat. Right after we come back, we'll come back at about 12:55, 1 o'clock. We will hear from the legislative leaders about what happened last year and what we need to look forward to, and then we'll have the conversation with the governor and John Carter, and then we'll go to our breakouts. Before you leave, we got one short 30-second video. Patrick Kreitzer from Tillamook talked about the possibility of creating a food cluster in this region. One thing that's already growing is the Oregon craft beverage industry. We have 500 vineyards in the region. We have 900 wineries. We have 200 brewing facilities. And this is just a little video that shows you about that. We'll see you back at 1 o'clock.